car? How did you get into my house?
I'm not Gar, Paul.
Wow, you let yourself
Hi,
go.
Paul.
Yeah, regeneration, it's a gamble.
You do not look like the same person I knew from high school.
You've changed, man.
Well, at least I didn't change when I heard about Sentai Castranger.
Ooh, old memes.
Wow.
Well, do the thing.
Oh, I get to do the thing?
Sure.
Cue the roll call.
There you go.
Yeah.
Connect. Loading.
Broadcast.
Perfect! Show running super savant.
Level up.
Bluecaster, super Ichi.
Loudon Online, Greycaster, Robolane,
Researcher of the Tokuverse. Ultracaster. Gar.
A spark of courage, the power of dreams. Orange Caster, Global Soft Perka.
Casting, criticism, comedy, chaos.
Radio Sentai Castranger.
Welcome to Radio Sentai Castranger, episode 433. It's episode Chimeko, I guess.
I decided.
No, it's Cherum. That's the baby form.
Cherum is the fucking leaf baby. Chingling.
Or Chingling.
That's the
right.
name.
Chingling.
God, I care so
Chingling.
little about that line of Pokemon.
I've hatched like.
Yeah, you don't like the babies, do you?
It also just the Chimeko Chingling line, whatever. They're all really, really weak.
James had a Chimeko.
That's telling.
I used to think it was pronounced Chime-Cho. It took me until I saw the anime to realize it was Chimeko.
Chime-Cho.
Super Chime.
And when you're talking to a person that called confirmation for a year
That's true.
because he forgot.
Yeah, but that gave you legendary status, Scar, so it's okay.
Hashtag confirmation.
Yep.
Hashtag confirmation.
You've been confirminated.
Anyone want Monster Energy mashed potatoes?
Oh, gross.
Wait, what?
It's
Mashed potatoes mixed with Monster Energy drink.
Anyways, if you happen to be tuning
Why
in
is
for
it
the
like perfectly Shrek colored?
I have no idea.
I don't think it is perfectly Shrek colored, but alright.
Not like the color of actual Shrek, but the color of like Shrek themed food.
Welcome to Radio Sentai.
I think that's gravy.
We're a bunch of Chime.
A bunch of mashed potatoes that get together every week to talk about Super Sentai Rider and the third thing.
And
Mix that
this
up.
week, the third thing is also Kamen Rider, but also Super Sentai, but also a third thing, and that third thing is Metal Hero.
Yeah.
It shits!
It's Super Hero Taisen Z's 10-year anniversary.
Or for short, Shits!
Shits!
SHTZ.
That is a whole lot of shit.
I didn't... We'll get into it when we get to it, but yeah, so... Yeah, it's true, he is. I can confirm it.
I'm Lane, hi.
They heard the roll call, they know who you are. That's why it's there!
I don't think they really do. No, I don't think they really do. Who actually listens to the whole roll call when they listen to these episodes?
I worked hard on it, it's awesome!
I usually find
You
the
did.
skip intro button like on Netflix.
I always listen to it.
Alright, well, aside from shits, our topics for this week are Geats, episode 32, and King-Ohger, episode 8.
Oh my god.
No, just be a troll. I want
Incredible
to
episode.
Intro button on a YouTube video and see how many people click on it.
You just put it in the thumbnail.
Like, Keeper, you must keep the Energems safe. As for Sledge, what the fuck?
Yep.
I haven't uploaded that yet, but I worked on it and I kept dying of laughter.
Yeah, alright. Well, alright, so we have listed our topics, but before we get into that, we have some news to talk about, so it's time for news mode.
News mode.
It's a Kamen Rider.
Do we?
It's true, it is.
I found this
Very
hat
good.
at the thrift store.
All three sports.
We don't know which sports.
All three sports.
Which sports? All three of them.
The answer is Quidditch, Blitzball, and Chocobo racing.
Chocobo racing isn't a sport. It's a torture realm.
Okay, so our first news story is the Shin Kamen Rider movie has broken some box office records by earning over 2 billion yen.
Why have billions when you can have millions?
Oh yes, you're right, Orb. I forgot Yu-Gi-Oh, Uno, and Mario Kart. Those are the three sports.
I don't have Uno. Everyone has Uno. We got in the participation trophy.
I have it on Steam. It was fun. I played one game. It lasted an hour, and I won.
I don't have
Nice.
Uno. Or I don't see Uno. Just because I'm invisible doesn't mean the Uno deck's invisible, you dastard.
I used to play the actual physical
I
card
tried
game.
Uno. I tried a game of Uno one time, was very confused by it, and then decided never to play it ever again.
I listened to the Ray William Johnson song, Uh-Oh, Uno Reverse, and that was when I was like, you know what? I don't like this revival. Unsubscribe. Anyways, congratulations to Shin Kamen Rider for getting over 2 billion yen.
Over 2.02 billion yen as of the 23rd. So that's a week ago, which means much more since. Making this the highest earning film of the entire Kamen Rider franchise.
Sorry, boy.
Oh, that's
Yeah, no shit.
That's cheating.
No shin.
The record was previously held by Kamen Rider Decade All Riders vs. Die Shocker, which ended its box office run with 1.9 billion yen.
So you mean the best Kamen Rider movie ever made? Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but, like what you expect though, that was the movie that brought back every Kamen Rider. That wasn't a thing until
Everyone wanted to go see that movie because of how terribly Decade ended.
But also, it was just a really fucking fantastic movie. See, Decade doesn't suck. Decade's amazing. Brings all the riders together.
So yeah, congrats to Shin Kamen Rider. I look forward to watching it.
Are you gonna go see it in
Can I?
at the end of May there?
If it comes out in a location that has VIP sitting,
Probably not.
then I'll wait.
Can I see you didn't put this in your news list, Ichi, but I'm gonna talk about this real quick.
Okay, Kanye.
Yeah,
They're re-releasing the Memorial Gearlinger. It's the Zenkaiser Black version.
What's different?
It's so.
It has one Sentai gear. It has more lines from Dawn Brothers, and it comes with Kaido's photo book.
Oh my god.
Anyways, I pre-ordered this, and as a birthday present for me, Ichi Guard, they're gonna help me pay for it.
Way to freaking put a gun to my back with that.
Literally.
Anyways, yes, this is a cash grab, and it's stupid that they're doing this. But for me, who missed the first release, I'm very happy this is the thing.
More like a cast grab.
I listen. I love the fucking Gearlinger. I love this version. I love Zenkaiser. I love Zenkaiser Black. So I want this.
Gungo Burr.
It's the true hero edition. Exactly.
All right. Next, we got a bunch of magazine scans this last week.
It's a guinea pig.
And the first of which is a new Kamen Rider. I think this is a badger?
So we can
A
have
badger?
Kamen Rider badger.
It's a mischievous badger.
So this is Kamen Rider Hakubi, and I think they have confirmed that this is Keiwa's sister Sarah. Probably out to avenge his bubbling.
Hello, my name is Keiwa's sister. You killed Keiwa. Prepare to die.
Curse you, Keiwa's sister. I shall get you back somehow. I like that she's using Armed Claw, the one that Nago used to use.
Should I call you Weapon X? No, Wolverine.
It's Kamen Rider X-23. Yeah.
Psychopath one.
Anyways,
good for her.
In her appearance, she will face Kamen Rider Naj Sparrow and even team up with Nago. Neat. Alright, cool. Well, they're giving us this, but they still haven't given us fucking Ben and John's rider forms.
Give it some more. Give it a bit.
I think they're gonna try to henshin, but they won't get the chance to.
Yeah,
realistically, I hope they transform, but they probably won't.
I have a feeling they're gonna have the belts. It's gonna go Henshin, And then it's like, it's going to go commercial, different scene. Neon's going to show up, and Tom Constantine's just going to be on the floor.
Fucking probably.
Mr. Black.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Kaguya confirmed. So it's not a badger, it's a palm civet. I knew it was some kind of animal I couldn't remember the name of.
Fucking boner soup.
The fuck's a palm civet?
It's a soup.
It's like a regular civet, but it's in your palm.
Also, Vegas, nice Russian badger reference. I like that guy. He's funny.
So it could be Wolverine.
I guess that's what it is.
Oh, it's adorable. It's like how my coworker and I were talking about Land Before Time the other day.
I get it. It's like a weird raccoon offshoot, just like a tanuki.
What do you mean? My coworker were talking about Lane Before Time, and I was like, wait, what about me?
oh, Lane. Just a heads up. I have a coworker who's also named Lane, but he sucks so badly, I don't refer to him as Lane.
That's funny.
I don't say his name because I'm like I said it once, and my other coworker was like, "Man, you have shitty friends." And I'm like, no. I have a different guy named Lane. He's 10 times cooler.
You call him not Lane or Lane 2?
No, I just don't call him by his name.
So what do you have to refer to him as something when you talk to people?
Hey, you.
Hey, asshole.
No, you call him BL.
No, Seven's got it. You call him another Lane.
I'm gonna call him.
I'm good Lane. He's bad Lane.
Another Lane. No,
yeah,
we will not.
There you
we will
go.
not call him E now. Hey, anal.
Hey,
heavy Lanal.
All right, what's the next Kamen Rider news?
Next is actually.
Wait, I was close. It's a bug theme hero.
Next is we have the official announcement for the Ohger Caliber Zero, aka the sword that Lane has probably already ordered.
No, because I'm going to be smart and wait for the Memorial Edition.
Oh, okay, that's surprising.
But if they don't,
yeah. I mean, I do want this. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just going to wait for the Memorial.
So yes, this is the golden prototype, quote unquote, version of the Ohger Caliber that Hercules uses. The item has a total length of Sorry?
I wouldn't call it a prototype. I think it's just like it's just a copy of the sword.
I don't know. I'm sure we'll get more information. I think there were some rumors going around, but I won't go into too much detail about that.
Gee, if only there was a special that gave us information about this.
I watched the raw of it. I haven't seen it subbed yet. The item has a total length of 520 millimeters.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It does transformations, it does Ohger finish, and it summons the Shoe Gods for King-Ohger Zero. Premium Bandai web exclusive, surprising 0 people, 7150 yen, September release.
Oh, no, it's going to surprise that current brand new Sentai fan who really wants this thing, and he's going to complain at conventions, be like, why can't I find this thing? And a lot of people are going to say it's Premium Bandai. He's going to be like, well, how do I get a Premium Bandai thing?
By the way, speaking of the Ohger Caliber toys, so as of, it's no surprise to anyone that as of this episode, we still don't have any stock henshin sequences. And anyone who follows me on Twitter will know already, I did a public call-out tweet to the Toei King-Ohger Twitter account, basically calling them out for not doing any stock henshin sequences, and I said that if they did them, I would buy the Ohger Caliber. So I just want it known that the challenge has been thrown down.
This is going to be, Ichi, this is going to be you every week.
Weeks without a stock henshin.
Oh, no, click on
it. Yeah.
Just the entire series.
Okay, well, like, if the spider guy gets a stock henshin, will that count?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
We had a perfect opportunity for Hercules to do it this week and in the special, and neither happened.
Hey, man, he still fucking rocked it.
Well, we'll get to that when we talk about the episode. Next,
fucking love Hercules.
Speaking of our upcoming White Spider Ranger, we have the full magazine reveal of Spider Kumonos.
Fuck that, that's anti-venom.
Yeah, he was a white spider.
Does look like anti-venom.
The white Spider King-Ohger!
He looks badass. He looks really good.
But why does he have a spray paint gun?
We'll get to that in a sec. My first immediate reaction is no fucking side cape like the others. I was hoping
he's
that
got butt capes.
I know he's got a butt cape, but I was hoping that
he has coattails instead.
Yeah, I was hoping that the cape would be on the other side, or maybe it would be like a full back cape. But no, apparently it's just the coattails on the back. You'll see them in some of these
Guard,
pictures.
that's not anti-venom, that's Agent Anti-Venom.
I know, but
the difference. That's Flash.
So whereas the
Flash
other Rangers
Thompson.
are kings, apparently this guy is an assassin.
Assassino.
So yeah.
What an ass.
The Spider Kumonos uses the Kumono Slayer to transform, which is a spider-themed dagger that has keys that go into it that are literally remolds of Ranger keys.
Oh my god, I just realized something.
Hmm?
So look that we have red, blue, yellow, purple, and those are like the really bright colors. Then we have black, white, and silver, which are like duller colors. So we need like one more like dull color Ranger.
We need a dull green.
You know what we need? We need like a brown dung beetle King-Ohger.
Shit-Ohger.
Please no.
Shit! Ohger!
No. But yeah, so
It's like, no.
looking at the Kumono Slayer, so you put the key in, and then the purple legs of the spider on the guard like flip out. I think this could have been designed a lot better. I think a better way to do this is if when you put the key in, the legs flipped out, they like wrapped around the hand as if they were like a sword guard.
So you're saying is when you insert the key, it bugs out,
Yeah.
and when you take the key out, it
Bugs back.
Ugh. King-Ohger!
Oh wow, the moon's very orange tonight. Wait, that's a straight light.
Gar, you never cease to amaze.
So yes, he has several keys, which are called Kumonos keys. He has the Change Kumonos key to transform. He has the Venomix Kumonos key, which is used in his weapon, which is literally a fucking paint spray can gun called the Venomix Shooter.
I think it's supposed to be a bug
No,
spray.
Blaze is saying it's an insecticide sprayer.
Yeah,
It's bug spray.
It's literally
Might
bug
be,
spray.
or-
Right?
I thought it was an airbrush or a paint gun.
That's perfect. He's an assassin fighting bug-themed rangers. He's got bug spray.
An insecticide spray. Yeah, that makes
Because spiders are arachnids, they're not insects. So that makes sense.
Amazing.
They prey on other bugs.
He's here to poison
Oh,
them all.
That's great.
That's fucking
Yeah, that's- okay,
hilarious.
I wonder if
This is going to be a good 6th Ranger.
I wonder if anyone's changed his
Is
colors.
it the 7th?
I don't know.
No, Count
was that
Hercules
Emily?
is the 6th.
No. This guy is the
Oh,
6th Ranger. Hercules is like the rival Ranger, like the Stacy's.
Yeah, he's the Stacy, the freaking. I forgot what the guy's name was from Reef Soldier.
Oh, Guy Sorg.
Geysorg, thank you.
Or Void Knight.
No.
Yes, Void Knight's
No.
actually better than Guy Sorg. Fight me.
It was not a. He was
Okay,
he's still in Miami.
So apparently with the Venomix Shooter, depending on how many times you turn the key and how many number of times you shake it, the mode and power of the weapon change.
Don't turn the key too much, you might stall it out.
That's cool. And then, yeah, so the Venomix Shooter shoots webs to trap enemies, and then he has the third key, which is obviously, they don't say in the article, but it's safe to say it's to summon his Zord.
What's his name again?
The
but it's
Ranger
not
name is
like
Spider
what his
Kumonos.
Zord is going to be a spoiler. Like, it's probably a spider, right?
Yeah, it's a spider. In fact, we know
Yeah.
to differentiate it from the two god Kumo, his Zord is a tarantula, we know. But we'll talk more about that in a little bit. But yeah, look, someone already edited him to look like Spider-Man.
That's sick.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Kunomos was his name?
Spider Kumonos.
Kunomos.
Monos.
Monos. Does whatever a Ohger can. Can he swing from a wedge? Maybe he can.
From a
We'll
wedge?
find out next month. With some
Calling all
more
spider
scans.
riders. I know you already made that joke.
Yeah.
I was thinking a Spider-Man joke.
Let's ride.
Let's ride, ride, ride.
So yes, we don't know who Spider Kumonos is yet, but I'm still holding out my theory that possibly deposed Bugnarok Prince.
From one rumor that I heard for actor-wise, I might be an ex-Ultraman host.
That's about the actor, but I'm talking about the character.
Yeah, but character, I'm not sure.
All right. And in related news, we have the announcement of the toy releases for Spider Kumonos. The Kumono Slayer, which is his transformation dagger, and the Venomic Shooter. What's cool about the keys is they actually come on this little key ring that attaches to like the belt where the King's Hotline is.
Oh.
So he's kind of like, he's not only an assassin, but there's also kind of like a jailer motif.
That's good.
So yeah, the Kumono Slayer comes with the transformation key and the gold key for his Zord, as well as the key ring that attaches to the belt. 6,600 yen, May 20th release.
So we'll probably be seeing them at the end of the month.
Yeah. And then the Venomic Shooter, which comes with the purple key, is its own release. Let's see. You can enjoy 8 kinds of tricks in all 3 modes, it says. It has a pendulum sensor, so that's how it does the shaking.
Oh my goodness,
it's like a Digivice.
It's like 24 modes.
Yeah, because like the Digimon pendulum.
Yeah.
Or like Pokemon Pikachu.
This looks kind of like a Splatoon gun.
It does. That's why I was thinking paint, I guess.
It's giving me the
It looks like an airbrush.
Oh yeah, it also is slightly reminiscent of the rolling vice stamp. Yeah, I can see that.
I think you're right that it's totally an insecticide sprayer.
Yep. So that is 4180 yen, May 20th release. And if you want, you can purchase everything in one set for 10,780 yen, same day.
Which I like to call the son of a bitch set.
Spider set. Spider set. If it's all these toys you want to get. Thank you.
Yeah.
Alright, and also in Spider Kumonos news, we have the announcement of the action hero figure. Basically, it looks to be about the quality of like normal gimmick figures / like Soto stage, Yudo stage, all those.
Now I kind of want to see him in green. Damn it! Now I want a Green Ranger for this shit.
Yeah.
About Rakules.
I want to see Kumonos and OhKuwagataOhger fight because it'll be really hard to keep track of who's who in a fight versus White and Gray.
Oh yeah.
It's weird to say this, but okay, it's a really weird cut. Do you guys remember the 4th Transformers movie where there was the Dinobots?
Vaguely.
Okay,
/ not much.
Okay, there was this Autobot named Crosshairs. This in which he had like a trench coat sort of design. It was pretty cool. This guy's giving me like Crosshair vibes of like he's a hero, but he's like personal gain.
But yeah, like both Silver and White Rangers have gold trim on them, so that's not helping.
Ooh, now I'd like to see him change those colors.
So the figure, 120 millimeters tall, 20 ports of articulation, comes with the Kumono Slayer, Venomic Shooter, and can ride the King Speeder, which is separate. 1980 yen, May 20th release. Alright, and that's all of our Spider Kumonos news. That is not yet, however, all of our Kingohger news, because holy shit, it's an actual fucking leaked magazine toy scan. We haven't seen one of those
in a long time. Leaks are back.
I wouldn't say back. I think someone took a picture of this at the press meeting.
All right, so we got a few things shown off here. First off is what looks to be the gold-themed power-up super form that apparently not only OhKuwagataOhger is going to use, but according to what has been posted, OhKuwagataOhger is going to use this as well. So this is like a hasty royal bloodline family power-up.
My God, I'm here for it.
It is a...
So Rakules is using it, I'm here for it.
There's a golden crown which attaches to this red lance, and that's what gives them the form. and it looks bulky and powerful.
That red lantern.
It looks amazing.
The red thing there sort of reminds me of the Blue Beetleborgs, like.
The Thunder.
Yeah, the Thunder Slash thing that he had.
What the fuck was it? It was the Thunder Blaster.
Yeah,
something like that.
I'll Google it quickly.
Yes, we don't know the name of it yet, but that is a thing that happens. And if you look at the shape of the helmet, it turns them into a Caucasus-themed ranger, which of course leads into the other thing revealed here, aka the thing that I totally fucking called the first second I saw the castle, and that is the Caucasus Kabuto Castle turns into a fucking Megazord, and not only that, it has a tank mode, which is awesome!
Stinger Blade.
You called that absolutely.
Oh, the Stinger Blade was his main weapon.
Yeah, that's why.
I was thinking of his Superform weapon.
Oh, no. Same colors.
But yeah, so the castle does in fact turn into a Zord and a tank, and it's all awesome.
Give me one of those Ghost Ager vibes, like the last mech in Ghost Ager. I forgot you guys didn't watch Ghost Ager. Go watch Ghost Ager.
No, you can't make me.
And of course, the other image that was revealed here was a teaser of the upcoming 20-piece Megazord combiner.
That's too expensive.
Right.
That is big and detailed.
Dang.
This includes Zords we haven't even seen in the show yet. Not only the Tarantula from Spider Kumanos, but a couple of other Zords included.
Oops.
And yeah, apparently this is called Ultimate King-Ohger.
Oh, they took the Ben 10 route. Kingohger. Ultimate Kingohger.
Pretty much. Okay, so they listed here. So we have the 13 Zords in Legend King-Ohger, which is the base Zord plus the 3 legendary Guardians. Rolling Hammer, Snail Gatling, White Spider, Semi-Guardian, Mukade Guardian, Caucasus Kabuto, and the Golden Kabuto Guardian.
Electro, Diglett, Nidoran, Mankey, Venusaur, Tata, Firo.
Gotta combine them all, King-Ohger. Do you know the Shoe God rap?
You just do all the thing. I'll take care of the hard part. That's a
It's all downhill from here.
There's 24 more to go. There's just 20 more to go. Now it gets tricky. Now this is real good.
Decker says that the last two that we hadn't heard of are Cicada and Centipede. I know, yeah, Mukade I know is Centipede. I didn't know what Semi was.
Can we get? I was about to say, can we get a Violet Ranger? I'm like, wait.
We have one.
Can we have a Pink Ranger?
Side special at best.
Deal.
It'll be Morphonia, like daydreaming of being a ranger.
I wish I was a ranger.
I want a Cicada Ranger so badly.
I want a
fucking love
ranger.
cicadas.
Just Zuo human, but in Kingohger.
Humans do bug me.
I think the cicadas are just going to be like the Evo Mook shoe gods.
I don't know.
So what's next?
Sadly.
Next, we have the confirmation of the upcoming Geats and King-Ohger summer movies.
Oh, I saw someone on Twitter lose their shit, be like, "Oh my god, it's a crossover movie!" It's like,
no, they're just two separate movies playing at the same time.
Wow, you really don't know Japanese, do you? Yes.
Yeah, as we all know, the Sentai one's going to be 30 minutes, and then the actual Rider movie is going to be an hour.
Probably.
Yeah, the Sentai movies is essentially the here's
the theatrical
Pixar,
episode.
Here's the Pixar short with the kitties.
So they're releasing July 28th. We have no idea about their plot or staff yet. Yeah, there'll be a Victory Double Hero Keychain bonus item. There's always one of those little toy trinkets at these movies.
Yeah, but it's... Oh, my nephew went to the washroom. He wants one of those things.
Alright, next. I believe we talked about this previously, but we have more information regarding the upcoming complete style gigantic Pegasus bowgun. And the biggest thing of note to here is that it does in fact come with the rising attachment.
This thing's gonna be huge.
Yeah. The item has a total length of 45 centimeters, and once the trigger lever is pulled, 62 centimeters. And that's before the rising attachment, which brings it to 89 centimeters.
Man, I want the pre bowgun form.
Just an actual gun?
Yes.
But I'm not gonna lie, this is super fucking cool.
It's cool.
Oh fuck! I just realized it's meant to look like freaking beetle blades.
It comes with a gun.
I don't know about it looking like Beetle because it is Pegasus form.
Yeah, but like
I think it's more supposed to look like a railgun.
Oh yeah, I think that is true. So they did the sword, they did the gun.
Are they gonna do Dragon Form's baton next?
They're probably. You might as well complete the set.
Yeah. And then
It'd be
just like
so big.
for Mighty, they just give you a boot.
No, it comes with the ankle bracelet.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now you can nuke your city block. You can't see it, but Car just gave me double thumbs up.
You know, like Wayne.
Excellent. So let's see. It is the same size of the prop used in the TV series. Clear parts, coloring of the item, fully painted, some acrylic parts. The Linto characters are faithfully reproduced. 2 modes, normal mode, rising mode. Has a button to switch to rising mode. It will also play lines from Ichijo.
What?
Wow, okay.
I mean, it's his gun, so it makes sense.
That's true. Premium Bandai web exclusive 27,500 yen, releasing in October.
Happy Halloween, everyone.
Spooky. I will save Halloween with the power of this gun I bought.
Growing form, Kuga. You're my favorite.
For a second, I thought you said groin form.
No, growing.
Ah, my groin!
Grungy got me in the groin.
They got me right in the Cougars.
Groingy. The Groingy.
Right in the Cougals.
Right in the Cougars.
The Groingy.
Right in the Groingy.
Alright, next. More Lightning Collection announcements, and it's the Red Dragon Shield Ranger.
It looks beautiful. I want it.
Where's his Jason head, though?
We already have like 2 Jason heads.
No, but they're shit. We need a new one.
No, they're not.
But they're shit.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
You could pose them mid-morph.
What I like more is the Green Ranger without the Dragon Shield.
Well, way to spoil our
That's
next
awesome.
news story.
I'm sorry.
I love that
we were talking about them as a collective.
I love that the news story thumbnail just shows him looking confused, as if he doesn't know why he doesn't have his shield anymore. It's always weird seeing the Green Ranger without the shield. It just looks wrong.
I always thought it was weird that, like, when with White Ranger figures, they made like the diamond shape under his shield. Yeah.
Apparently, this one does come with the civilian head and the green candle.
Yeah. Apparently, this is from like 45 seconds. We saw Tommy without his dragon shield on.
Yep.
Well, technically, we did it in 2 episodes. There was the episode Gung Ho where they went to go get Titanus, and Tommy gave Jason the dragon shield without the cut links on the arms, and then Green No More he gave when he gave Jason the dragon coin, it got rid of the shield and the cup links around the arm.
Yeah,
there was what do you call them? Cup links around his.
I don't know if cufflinks is the right word, but like maybe like arm bracers.
Yeah, like his arm brace.
There was also an episode where Zack used the dragon shield at one point.
Yeah, that was entirely Zhu footage. So what Hasbro did?
Yeah, is that weird?
Isn't that weird?
Yeah. So what Hasbro did is that they have it so that the dragon shield can fit any ranger now.
Yeah.
From Mighty Morphin.
No Blue Ranger using it though.
Well, you just buy the 2
I mean, you could.
And then
there you
just
go. Have my own custom figure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's cool. So yes, the Red Ranger figure, $33.99 December release, and the Green Ranger figure is the same.
Nice.
Next, voice actor Hiroya Ishimaru announces his retirement.
Damn.
He is of note to the Tokusatsu community for playing Geki Ranger's Sharky-chan.
Sharky-chan.
Sharky!
And of slight relevance, he is also the official Japanese dub voice actor for Jackie Chan.
Oh my god, was that the reason why they made him Sharky-chan?
Yeah, probably.
Oh my god.
There you go, Ichi.
Oh, nice. Someone's done the cosplay. That looks fucking rad. Look at that.
There was a toy event in the 2010 Bandai line. This Hiroya Ishimaru is best known to anime fans as Kochi Kabuto in Mazinger Z and Ultraman Taro.
Oh.
Yes.
Must be a different Taro actor.
He played Jackie Chan in more than 90 things, including Kung Fu Panda, Police Story, and Rush Hour.
Oh, wow.
So, because he voices Monkey.
You know,
yes, Monkey.
Jackie Chan played Monkey.
You saved me.
For all of
Why?
5 minutes.
Some other notable roles include Hot Rod in Transformers,
The Headmasters,
Kozuki Oden in One Piece.
Oh, no, Ichi, you can't say that word around Gar right now. It's been a bad week for Transformers.
I know, I've heard.
Why?
Because just everything they've been announced this week, Gar's just been not okay with it.
He played Edge in FF4 and Dracula in Castlevania Rondo of Blood. Neat. So, happy retirement to you.
At 82.
Yay!
Yeah. All right, and our last news story. I don't know if Emily wants to take the helm on this one, since this was something you brought to our attention.
Yeah, this was dropped out of literally nowhere. For some reason, they announced a Precure live show or stage show, which is not that weird. They do them every so often. But this one is not based on any team that currently exists, which is already weird, but even weirder than that, it is a team entirely made up of boys who appear to be dancing themed, and they're just doing this as a stage show.
So what you're telling me is it's a live-action version of Binan Koko Chikyu Boe Book Love.
My God.
Remember that shit?
Anime was phenomenal.
I found out there was a second season of that, by the way.
Basically was Precure with boys, but it was also a parody.
So what you're saying is it's Heat Cure.
I remember that.
Yeah, it's Heat Cure. We know nothing about the names of the characters, anything about this other than Toshia Kamakura, who did a bunch of designs for Precure, designed these guys. Presumably they will be played by actors on stage. So we don't know what that will look like either. We just have this one visual.
The stage play story
is
will
it a musical? Probably. I hope so. Will we get any kind of export for this, at all? Will fans actually sub this? I have no idea. I really hope so, because there was a Kero musical that looked amazing and no one ever subbed it.
It says here the story will center on high school boys and their everyday lives as dancers, but also their mission as precures. So if they're dancing,
anything, what musical. It reminds me the most of is Tokyo Mew Mew Ole.
Could be, yeah.
I'm just gonna get a picture of that really quick.
This is reminding me.
It was a spin-off manga which focused on an all-male team of Mew Mews. That just sort of happened as well.
All right.
Never got an anime adaptation or anything.
So the name of this is Dancing Star Precure.
Yep. So dancing is clearly important thematically. It said they're all dancers.
So
they look like they might represent different styles of dance, but
probably
I can't actually tell. The only one that seems obvious is the green one, who's like traditional Japanese dance. People are saying the purple one might be a break dancer, but all I can say is the purple one doesn't even look like he's transformed.
Those do look like baggy low pants on the pink one.
I guess that's what happened to whatever.
Honestly, I have to say that the designs are kind of strange. The only one who really strikes me as looking like a Precure is the blue one.
Yeah, kind of.
The rest of them all kind of just look like guys in flashy outfits rather than like superheroes.
Well, we'll see what
the mascot is like. Really, really cute though. If you see it up in the corner there.
Yeah. All right.
The producer of the original series and the producer for every subsequent series is supervising it, so this is probably going to be a part of Precure canon.
Sounds like it's.
Oh yeah, there was also a we talked about that. We announced that already, the Otona Precure 23 thing, but now there's a teaser trailer for it.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't gonna bring it up because it's one of those teaser trailers that's literally just the poster, like slightly animated with like her hair twitching in 2 frames.
Oh no!
And then just says the release date and just has a bit of voiceover. And I don't know what the voiceover is saying, but it's not really saying anything we don't already know. If it was like a full-on animated trailer, I would have brought it up. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. It's not your fault. But
I just felt like it was too small an update to be Castranger news.
Understandable. All right, well, that's very interesting.
But then they announced a stage show with an all-male random team of Precure that have never existed before, so...
I wonder if they'll do, like, animated shorts with these, like, animated models, like, character models.
I really hope they do, because it seems like a shame for those to just be costume designed.
Maybe what they'll do is,
I don't know if it's going to be like a Kigu show, because so far Precure is always like that, where they're, like, mascot costumes, where they're, like, unmoving faces and stuff, or whether they're just going to be just in costume.
You know what I think they could do that might be interesting? If they like start in civilian clothes and then they like duck off behind the stage, or like a light goes out and then there's like an animated transformation sequence on a screen in the back, and that gives them time
that
to
would
change.
be awesome.
That way they actually
that would be really cool if they had an animated transformation sequence,
right?
Or even an animated theme song as well, or something like that, like an actual opening.
At least if they had animated...
But then it would just be sad that it's not a show.
At least if they had animated transformations, they'd be doing better than King-Ohger!
Maybe if this does really well, maybe they will make a show out of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it being a stage show is kind of...
think of it this way: it's like when they make, like, someone makes like a play or a musical, and then it does really, really well. So then they go, okay, let's make like a film adaptation of it.
Like the producers,
just like Mamma Mia. Mamma Mia was a musical, and then they turned it into a movie. So
Mamma Mia.
Here we go.
Here we go again.
Yeah, just Mamma Mia and Precure being compared is not something I expected anyone but me to think of. I remember thinking what if Donna and the Dynamos were a Precure team instead of a band was a thing that I made up. I was like,
Seven saying they should show up in the All-Stars movie.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of people on Twitter also saying the same thing. I bet they'll show up in animated form in the All-Stars movie. I wouldn't be surprised if they did. Maybe they'll be like the new Cure Echo and like be really important in the All-Stars movies, and then just they act like they never existed.
If they just do a thing like they did in the Zio movie, where like they had like Zangetsu Shinji or Zangetsu Kachidoki show up and like Manga Kuga, so like they'll do like obscure shit like that.
And of course, Blaze is in our chat going, "You think if the double stage show does well, it'll get an anime adaptation?"
No,
that was so weird, where they took double, adapted into a manga, then to an anime, and then the anime into a live action stage show. That was very weird recursion there.
It came full circle.
Yep. All right. Well, that is news mode for the week.
All right.
Oh, Gar's raising his hand. You had a thing?
Yes. Short thing.
Uh-huh.
Love After World Domination ended this week with
Volume
Volume 6.
Oh, how was it?
I didn't read it yet.
I was going to say, don't spoil it.
I'm too upset. I don't want to read it because it's over.
Mommy, it's over!
I feel sorry for the anime. Anime came out, and it's like, oh, okay, read the next volume. All right, here a news story. Oh, by the way, manga got canned.
Oh, so it's probably not like an actual ending?
No, like it. She wrapped it up with an ending, but just
they wanted to do more.
I feel like I have a strong feeling the anime was made to push the sales of the manga.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't do that well.
I'm getting about Love After World Domination.
Yeah, so basically
just ballparking it.
All right, let's get into Geats.
Geats.
Entry. Ready, fight.
I'm not hammered enough for this.
Holy fuck! Did Buffa fucking carry this whole episode?
Oh yeah, this was the Buffa episode. He literally walks up to
I wasn't
Ace, goes.
expecting Jin to come back so soon, though.
I just love that he walks up to Ace, goes, "But I murdered Tycoon. Let's fight." And Ace doesn't even bat a fucking eye.
Ace is just like, "That's great, man.
I'm dealing with some mom stuff right now."
No, I'm okay. I'm good.
She pulled a Steven Universe. She's bubbling everyone.
Yeah, everyone got bubbled.
What?
Hey, look, they made a Ryuki reference.
That ending.
Yeah, Buffa literally quoted fucking
Ryuki, if you don't fight, you won't survive.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
I listened to what he said. He said the exact phrase. Ikki koranai.
that motherfucker.
That's the guy.
Now I really want to see him fight Oja.
Now it makes sense.
And then steal his powers.
Yep. I gotta say, the conversations between... I keep forgetting the actual Jamado's name, but the Keyblade fish, who last episode fucking nom-nommed on Archie, and now inherited his...
Now he's Archie.
Yeah, I guess that they're just, like, even though, like, he inherited his memories and is acting like him, it's not Archie, but, like, everyone's treating him like it is. We're just brushing that under the rug now.
I gotta say...
Archie became... Oh my god, when he fucking called Baroba a hag, I was like, yes! Fuck this bitch!
I'll say this.
Oh, honestly, I'm fucking tired of Baroba. I'm fucking tired of her.
Yeah, it's about time for her to scuttle off stage.
I'll give Toku Twitter this.
I fucking hate that laugh.
I'll give them credit for not spoiling Keiwa's death in the last episode, because I was catching up earlier this week. Now I just see Keiwa fall into the hole, and I'm like, and he's gonna be saved?
That bitch got bubbled.
He did it!
Like I said, he's gonna come back.
I know.
You're not gonna get rid of Keiwa that easily.
Neon's not here. Keiwa's not here. Summer movie coming out. Gee, I wonder where the main cast is going.
Yeah, I'm still pissed that, like, Neon is not around. She got quote-unquote eliminated from the Jamato Grand Prix, and for some reason decided not to go. Fuck you and your rules.
Yeah, I don't know.
By default.
We'll see her again.
It wasn't a default, it was just that they tied, I guess. Even though they were the ones who landed that last Hisatsu.
It's a draw. How do we fix this? They came in over between 1.
You know what I think? You know
seven. Damn.
You know what I think might be part of it? The fact that Kyun helped her and they explicitly said supporters assisting was against the rules. That doesn't explain why Neon doesn't go fuck you to their rules because they're the bad guys and why should we play by their rules, but that would be further justification for why she was quote-unquote eliminated.
I mean, to be fair...
And yes, also, she's having an existential crisis about the nature of her very existence and the fact that her family doesn't love her.
I mean...
Yes, also that.
I mean, I was gonna say, the Jamato...
Nothing. What's Jamato with you?
Okay, tomorrow. But anyways, like I was gonna say, where was I going with this? Right. The Jamatos played by the rules with the Desire Grand Prix. They never broke the rules until they started transforming.
I was like, they started transforming, and no one said that was part of the game.
So if Neon using an assist, yeah, you're breaking the rules. And it's like, well, who cares? You guys are the villains. Yeah, but they at least played by the rules in your game. You're being a fucking hypocrite.
We're trying to defend the world.
They play by the damn rules then.
No. Okay. I'm pissed out of my fucking gourd. This show has been amazing up until now with keeping the opening updated. Okay. Why in this episode was Keiwa not replaced by Bubbles?
No.
It's
they could have totally done that where he was just empty, where it was just empty.
Even when Ace was disqualified from that one round of the Grand Prix and was only gone for literally one episode, they removed him from the opening. Why are they getting lazy?
I think since it's the last episode of the arc, and they just don't care, they're gonna update the opening for next week anyways.
Keiwa should be Bubbles and Neon should be dragging a suitcase around in the opening.
Oh my god. She should be walking crying with the suitcase. which I still say is kind of a bad shot. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
We also got the return of Gazer, and continues to be fucking badass as shit.
Yeah, I really like
God,
his
Gazer's so cool.
I missed him.
God,
but
Gazer's so cool.
the other one I didn't expect to see come back was Gene. I guess he's decided he's tired.
That was my big thing about this episode, was I was not expecting him to appear again, maybe ever, but then he just appeared again really quickly.
Yeah, that seemed like a pretty final, like, all right, I'm going to go back to my time kind of goodbye. But then I guess he kept watching them and decided, this show sucks! So he decided to go back and
he
do
sent a
something
letter
like
to the editor, sort of.
Well, no, I think it's also because he realized Ace was kind of like not being himself, and so he wanted to be like, bro, what the fuck? Like, this isn't the Ace I know.
You're out of character. They're writing you badly.
You're not badass enough.
So maybe my theory of him secretly being the final villain later could still potentially happen.
I don't think, no, Gene's not like that.
This episode does seem like it's pointing Niram to be the major villain.
It's just like it's like when you're following someone, like a person you really enjoy, like a content creator, and then like they like do something different, or like they're going through something, and you're like, this isn't like you.
Gene is a gigantic, unsubtle microcosm of a parasocial relationship with an influencer.
That is very true.
All of the future people, all of the supporters are all like representative of aspects of toxic followers. You know what I mean?
I feel like Gene is probably the best example of that, but I mean, Kunis has some of it too.
I think the way they posited it was Gene was like the parasocialist, Baroba was the one who gets too far involved, Kyun is a stalker, and Kekara is just absolutely two-faced. Literally
she strikes
two-faced.
me as like someone's like weird uncle who tells them supportive things, but then is actually just there being weird in the background.
Yeah. Kekara's the pay pig.
I don't know why uncle.
Backseating and donating. I also love that, like, while Gene is giving this fucking, like, inspiring speech to Ace, he just, like, hands him a boost buckle, and I'm like, great, I don't totally have something that's literally 5 times better than this.
I can make a coffee table.
No, but imagine he did, like, Boost Mark II Boost.
Or Magnum Boost Mark II.
That's 6 boosts.
That's
a lot of
boosts.
There's a lot of boosts.
Well, if the rumors are correct, his final form is going to be Boost Mark 9.
You know what? I'm gonna play around with that with my belt tomorrow. I'm gonna do Boost Mark II Boost.
Do it. It'll probably be just Boost Mark II sound. It'll overwrite the other one.
2 boosts. 2
probably.
6 boosts. Too furious.
6 boosts.
Boost 6.
Boost too furious.
So of course, like Geats and Buffa have a battle, and then Geats like purposely loses just so he can get his hands on the Vision Driver. So I'll give him that.
That battle was actually awesome.
I did like that he used Magnum Boost, like he used his like base form. So I was like, yay!
It was really poignant because it was both of them using their like primary forms, but like obviously Geats had a slight advantage having Boost.
I need more Jamato zombie form. Like that shit looks so good.
What I wrote down was Buffa says he wins, but Ace pulls a dear sister.
What you say?
That's what it seemed like when he just gets up. Ooh, what you say?
Oh, I love that skit.
So
he gets the Vision Driver. And then he goes to visit his ma'am.
Before we get to the back half of the episode, right after the opening, when Gene is talking to Ace, they actually reveal a bit of a backstory to the
We
DGP.
find out what the coin is. We finally find out what the coin is.
Yeah, and also we solve a glaring inconsistency that I hadn't really expressed or detailed much upon. So, before this episode, you have to think. So if Mitsume was turned into the goddess of desire at some point after the DGP started, what the heck happened to all of the DGP rounds before then? Did they get their wishes granted? And we find out in this episode
apparently
that no.
they didn't have wishes. It was just a bragging rights thing.
people were just competing for glory, and the winner would get a gold coin, which is the coin that Ace has. And then at some point in the middle of after the DGP started, that's when Mitsume was turned into the goddess, and that's when it became a battle for wishes.
So it's basically the equivalent of, like, you're in a classroom and you do really well, and so you get a gold star presented to you in front of the rest of the class, and you just kind of show it off the rest of the day.
Well, it's basically a gold medal of sorts.
It's a participation trophy.
No, it's a winner trophy. The one who won the DGP got it, and that's why he has it.
No, I'm saying it's a participation trophy because he's the only one left to live.
Oh.
So,
they made a point of saying that once the goddess of creation was in place, people started betting their lives. So I think the implication there is that before then it was not a fight to the death.
So you're telling me there could be a DGP
and everything got intense.
The game of tag.
Pretty much. Yeah, it just started as like a sports competition.
So,
it would be like if 1,000 years in the future, the Olympics just suddenly turned into Hunger Games.
Yeah, it's the game.
Which this is kind of unfortunate, but I would not be surprised if that sort of thing happened, to be honest.
Yeah.
So, Ace visits his mom, and it was just so sad seeing him, like, choked up, and he's like,
oh my God,
2,000 years I've been, like, waiting for this moment, and I'm like, oh my God, this poor lad.
But also at the same time,
she can't even say anything because she's stuck as a creepy statue.
No, but then there's just the moment where, like, Naram's talking to him, and then, like, he says, I forgot what he says, but then, like, you see, like, the creation goddess, like, kind of just, like, make a noise, and, like, they're just like, are you crying, Mom? Are you crying, Mother? Yeah, it's like, she's upset, and I'm just like, oh, fuck.
Once that crying thing started happening, you know what vibe I started getting from that whole scene? The mom is Genova, Ace is Sephiroth.
Yeah.
I just want Geats to, like, rip the statue off.
It made me think of Attack on Titan, the bridge from Team 4-Star. Mom, you gotta turn into a giant statue? Should I really help you right now?
I wish they continued with that series. So funny.
What series?
Attack on Titan Abridged.
Yeah.
They did one episode, but then, like, the anime company was just like, yeah, no, and they were like, okay.
No, so, abridged series are gross. So that's...
So as Ace and Niram start to confront each other, there was one shot where you see Ace hold up the vision driver, and I'm sure everyone was like, oh, is Ace going to become Claire? But of course, that didn't happen.
No, because he doesn't have a fingerprint scan.
But, like, he clearly puts it down by his waist, and I guess it goes up his butt or something.
He just, like, puts it in his hammer space pocket.
Which is up his butt.
I was like, what did I say?
Well,
it's
yeah,
weird.
Every rider has every rider has the ability to pull a belt out of their ass.
It's called inventory.
I want someone.
Yeah, it is. It's adventure game inventory.
I'm happy to see Gazer again. I just love how he, like, sped through his whole, like, stylish ass henshin pose, like.
Freaking also he ate like a whole plate of, like, escargot, and I was just like, ugh.
Motherfuckers enjoying
He's just been eating a lot of random things on sticks for the most part.
I like he was dangling basically like keys in front of Ace, being like, well, you get my other vision driver back, I'll let you see your mommy. Tingle, 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 tingle.
Like, he goes to see him, he's eating snails, and I'm like, ew. I see him eat it. Ew.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's like a pompous rich fuck, so of course.
It's not
and
that.
Also we forgot.
No, hold on. It's not that. Remember, he's not from here. He's from the future. He's sampling all of the cuisines of the timeline before he has to reset the world and leave.
Also, I love, he just tells Neon's dad to just go fuck himself. And it's like, yeah, we'll erase your memory and just forget about all this world and shit. And Time Fire's like, what the fuck?
This isn't what we agreed on. Well, how about, now hear me out, you actually go ahead and actually love the daughter that we created.
Your daughter that we gave you, yeah.
Hey, yeah, how about you go fuck yourself? All right. Yeah, no. Naram is such a fucking dick, but, like, I don't know, he's cool.
He's entertaining.
I like Naram.
I know I've beaten this joke to death this month, but just one more for the road. Man, if I had a nickel for every time I saw this actor get fucked around with a person from the future, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a whole lot, but it's surprising that happened twice, right? So also, the whole reset thing now, I'm thinking about it now. If I collected a bunch of debt and died, and the world got reset, would I still have that debt?
It depends.
I don't know. Probably depends on when you got it and why you got it.
It depends on the manner in which you died in the game. Because some people get bubbled and use as fuel for the wishes and never come back. Some people get restored when the world gets reset.
Oh wait a minute, Kamen Rider Mary was that? I forgot about that. He owed money to the mob.
When he entered,
Mary was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Never mind then.
But I have his ID core. It's very pretty.
They never clarified what happened to him after being retired.
Just started giving money. He became Mr. Beast. He just started handing money
Well,
away.
You know what we need? When Geats ends, we need like a gigantic Where Are They Now segment of all of the riders.
They kind of did that with the Ryuki finale. Shinji bumped into almost
every
Ryuki rider before reuniting.
Just like a 5-second shot of Mary in jail.
I still fucking love when it was one of the alternate endings, but probably my favorite one, where like Shinji's like in a crowd, and then like he gets a belt, and he's just like, no, because it just reset from the very beginning.
Yep. So
the best one.
So Gazer and Geats go at each other in this awesome CGI fight after getting tossed halfway down a hole.
Because Gazer's.
Oh yeah, the way he gets back up by wall jumping is pretty cool.
Yeah, Geats wall jumps with laser boost gravity powers.
I like that Geats almost gets like a slight punch on Gazer, and even like Naram's just like, what?
You touched me, you filth.
You kind of got me there.
He's like Gar.
It was the, you know what it was? It was like the equivalent of when like Iron Man like fought Thanos, and Thanos was just like, all that for a drop of blood.
Yep. So of course, as Geats and Gazer are fighting in the hole, Buffa comes up, and even in something as primitive and weak as his base form, and just straight up zombie form, he manages to use it to his tactical advantage, pulls out Zombie Strike, and summons these ephemeral zombie hands to drag Geats and Gazer down the rest of the way into the hole. So Ace and Niram get bubbled, and then the evil fake goddess just decides to drop everyone except for Sarah and this one rando kid.
Yeah, it's all colors that are bright, and there's like one black spot, and those people were on it. It was weird.
I'm sorry. I never thought in my lifetime I would hear the analogy. So he got bubbled.
Yep.
No, all I can think of when you say it is Steven Universe. So I keep remembering like not that kind of bubble, but actually turning into bubbles, not being put in a bubble.
He bubbled.
So Michinaga, of course, takes this opportunity to steal the Vision Drivers, and him and Baroba warp into the goddess's chamber. And Michinaga makes good on the same wish that he's had since the beginning of the show, to gain the power
to destroy Kamen Riders.
And thus all of the bubbles of all of the captured humans are spent. So now the question becomes, how are we going to justify bringing all these characters back? Because no way in hell are all of these people staying dead.
We'll wish them back.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I just realized. Maybe he's gonna bring back every single Kamen Rider so that he can defeat each one. That's what he wants to do.
Could be. I definitely think Kayla's
I feel
wish
like
of
maybe Ace being like a sort of Jesus figure might be able to grant wishes of his own.
It's kind of hard to say, because the wording for one of his wishes was to play the DGP until he dies. So it all depends on whether the magical forces at play consider what's happened to him dying. Okay. And also,
do you know what?
We're not playing the DGP anymore. As the preview in this episode shows, now they've shifted into a third game, the Desire Royale. And yeah, there's some new guy in the red hood.
I think I might have just figured out what Geats' final form might be.
It's Ninetales. We already know that.
No, but I think his mom's gonna turn like into his final power up.
Fucking could
Oh,
be.
maybe.
She will turn herself into the Boost Mark 9 buckle or whatever the fuck.
You say like you want Jean to become the final villain. I think Buffa is going to be the final villain.
It definitely feels like we're headed towards like a Gaim Baron kind of dichotomy.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's definitely going to be Buffa.
This has huge like World Ends With You, Reaper's Game third week vibes, if anyone knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I don't.
Buffa's
Explain
getting
that slightly.
That's Buffa's new Jamashin form, I think it's called. Buffa Jamashin,
like it.
where he's got a gold sash and gold giant horns. Everything else looks to be the same.
The horns are apparently from a 0-1 robot, the bull.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, he's got a cape from Joe Dragon.
Yeah, they stole Joe Dragon's cape, and I'm like, no.
You're not going to use this anymore.
That's all the saber suits are. They're just scraps for them to make fucking suits with.
Yeah, and also all of the general Jamatos revived, I guess.
Because they were technically players in the Jeep.
Yeah, now that we've finished the Jamato Grand Prix, they just come back.
They just get a reset.
I guess.
Oh, remember that sick scene where the Jamato swung his sword at Zine and Zine's just like...
Oh yeah, and Zine uses fucking gravity powers to like hang under the sword. That was rad.
That's clever. That's smart.
Gene's cool.
And yeah, so it looks like we get introduced to the even higher up producer of the Desire Grand Prix, who's voiced by Kirito.
Probably the creator of the...
AKA the voice of the Vision Driver.
Probably the creator of the DG.
Or one of the, or maybe the Laser Rays Riser. He voiced the Laser Riser, I think. Yeah.
What if he's Ace's dad?
Fucking maybe. They haven't talked at all about who Ace's dad is.
Anyone can be a dad.
There was no father.
Because like they talked about like, oh, if someone from the future can mate with someone from the past, so if the implication is that his mother's from the future, then his dad would have had to have been someone from actual Earth timeline.
Vandal Savage.
Fucking, I don't know.
The freaking the Neanderthal.
The point is, plot holes and inconsistencies and questions to the lore are being answered at a steady pace, and I'm happy to hear it.
What episode's this? 32?
32.
We're almost there.
Yep.
We're in the end game now, boys.
We will be probably getting the final form in the next 5 episodes or so.
We'll probably be getting the...
We're getting there.
The next Kamen Rider now. So.
Oh boy.
That's like him.
Yeah, so, and then, yeah, we saw that dude in the red cloak, and he has all of the main riders' ID cores, including Punk Jack. Could maybe Punk Jack be back?
Yo, our boy Win?
Is he Punk back?
Punk back?
God damn it.
I'm Punk back, bitches.
I hope so. I miss Win.
Maybe he's like an admin.
Fucking Natch Sparrow. Why is he still here?
No, I hope Buffa fucking kicks his shit in.
I wanted him to just yeet him into the hole.
Maybe Archie will eat him.
Just like straight up Diva Talk style.
No, he straight up gets sick of everyone. He jumps into the hole himself.
Oh god. You want knowledge? Why don't you go learn what it feels like to get bubbled?
Knowledge.
Oh man, I'm still laughing at him being all horrified as Archie got num-nummed last week.
Oh yeah, no, that was funny.
Maybe I chose the wrong side.
And that was when Daichi realized he fucked up.
He fucked up.
So yes, next week we're gonna see Buffa Jamashin. There were some shots of Ben and John, but they probably won't henshin. And I spotted Glare 2 again. So I guess Chirami gets the belt back.
Yeah, I saw like he worms again. I'm like, oh fuck.
Look, I'm a meme!
I mean, he is. It's probably one of the best memes from Toku this year.
I believe that's the worm.
Yep. Alright, time for Sentai.
Poison time.
What?
It's for the episode.
Oh, okay. Still
Oh my god, you
no
guys.
stock henshins.
Oh my god, you guys. Oh my fucking god. I love Hercules so goddamn much.
I think it's safe to say we need a new segment every week. Remember how we used to do Face of the Week? I think it was during 01 or whatever?
Yeah, 01. Naruto Face of the
Yeah.
We had an Naruto Face of the Week. Now we need Kagaragi Face of the Week. Because it's literally every week.
He's only got two faces. He's got sus and then super sus.
Yeah.
Okay,
this entire episode cemented the fact that this show could be named Kagaragi Noger.
Okay.
All right, someone post the meme.
I'm starting to think. I was saying Rita was going to be the MVP of King-Ohger. I think it's going to be Kagaragi Dabowski.
Someone post the
This man just makes me so angry.
I know.
Oh, I couldn't even finish the
It
sentence.
makes me so mad.
Is it because he poisoned a koi? Is that why, Emily?
No, we went to Mandarin, the restaurant today, and there was the koi tank bear, and literally all I could think was Kagaragi, no.
Someone post the Kronk meme.
Yeah, someone post the fucking Kronk meme.
Yeah, the Kronk meme was so perfect. But just oh my god, just the fact that they had all this amazing plan figured out and everything, and he wasn't sure if he gave them the right syringe.
Oh,
there it is.
The very fucking moment, like he's like thinking, like, did I switch them? And I'm just sitting here like, oh, you fucking idiot.
No, here's the thing. Like, Kagaragi comes off as an idiot, but, like, I'm pretty sure this is all within his schemes, because, like, he's done way too much shit that's been shady and backhanded for him to just be an idiot. Because, like,
what's his deal? I don't know, and it's driving me insane.
There's been several instances where he had absolutely no reason to help Hercules or advise him, but he does anyways. Like, there was that one moment where he was about to hand over the Kabuto jewel, and I'm starting to think, like, I think Kagaragi's just trying to get close to Hercules to, like, spy on him or just, like, get intel off him or something. That would make sense.
I don't know, but, like, I also really like how when they showed their whole plan, the Operation Gira is mine.
Yeah.
It was all shown with them as, like, weird Angela Anaconda chivis.
The weird, like, video gamey summary of their plan. That was fucking crazy.
I just, my notes are just like, I do them in real time, like as I'm watching, and I just have Rita tells Gira to remember his kidnapping. Gira says, but why would I throw away a chance to kick Rackley's butt? Kagaragi brings Rackley's a cute fish. No, wait, he brought him the venom and said Gira is a criminal? Oh my god, is he going to kill the fish? He killed the fish! Kagaragi, you monster!
Oh, the fucking, like, the stop motion segment was so funny.
Yeah. All right, well, we're getting way ahead of ourselves.
I just wrote that down, so that was in real time my reaction to what was happening.
Earlier in the episode, I just love that Yanma gets in a fucking Gakuran and leads his country in a legit Oendan-style cheer for Gira.
Oh yeah, true. That was pretty cool. Speaking of Yanma, the villain of the monster of the week impersonating him, running right into the battlefield like, I'm here to save you, my best friend. Okay,
I have to deconstruct that whole scene because there's so much at play here, and I think this is the final nail in the coffin for Hercules absolutely being in league with the Bugnarok. So the first reaction seeing that scene where quote unquote Yanma runs up saying he's gonna help, and then Hercules just turns around and fucking poisons him completely unprovoked for no reason. And, like, why would he do that considering, like, this duel is being watched over? So this leads to the scene that happens immediately thereafter where it's revealed that it's not actually Yanma, it's the monster of the week who has the ability to disguise himself. And then the camera comes back with suspiciously convenient timing for Hercules, showing Gira defending the monster of the week who's dying. This was absolutely a ploy from the beginning, and now I know for certain that Hercules is working with the Bugnarok, because think about it in this manner. If this was planned from the beginning, the way this was done, Hercules knew about the monster of the week's ability to transform into other characters, poisoned the monster while he was Yanma, knowing that he was going to be revealed. And the line that cements this all perfectly is right after Gira is down there trying to comfort the dying Yanma, Hercules says to him, "Who is it that you're defending? Who is it that I hit?" Why would he say something like that unless he knew what was happening?
Yeah, it was very suspicious.
And let's also remember the fact that minutes later, the same monster is alive again and rampaging. So clearly he has no problem and no reason not to stab the monster with the poison if it's not going to actually kill them. If he is working with the Bugnarok, it makes too much sense for it to not be the case. Yeah, do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yes, I do. But Hercules is an asshole.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, anyways, let's get into this. So this episode is the debut of Hercules Hasty's new ranger form, OhKuwagataOhger. What can I say? It's fucking awesome. It's badass. It's silver. It's beautiful.
No stop Kenshin! You had your chance!
I don't care. He still fucking rocks this henshin so hard. Fucking love him.
Also, like, Gira's really starting to lose me this week. He fought like shit, and he says he gives off this stupid line of like, "Why aren't you laughing? If you're so sure that you're gonna win, you'd be laughing evilly. You must be afraid of me. Ah! That's the stupidest shit I ever heard." And then Gira proceeds to get his ass stomped.
Yeah, it's like Gira's not the most smartest fucking person ever.
Gira is really starting to lose me. I was on board at the start because it was so interesting the way he was subversive about being the quote-unquote evil king, but he's leading into it at the wrong moments. He's making really stupid decisions, coming up with the most brain-dead logical decisions, and not only that, he can't even fight to defend himself. Christ!
Yeah, it's like Hercules is cooler.
No, what it is
I love this man.
It's straight up like, why aren't you laughing maniacally and all that? It's like, I was expecting Hercules to be like, dude, you watch too much fucking anime.
Just like, obviously Hercules isn't laughing because he's calm, collected, confident, and like, he's very sure of himself, and he proves that he is a skilled swordsman. He's not just all talk.
Yeah, you can even see it in the fight where, like, Gira is straight up just swinging the sword, trying to land a hit where...
Which makes sense, because he's just some kid from the streets, as far as he knows.
Yeah.
And we know from the scene where he talks to Rita in the jail cell that he doesn't remember the kidnapping. Further proof about our theory that their memories have been wiped. So, I think we're pretty on to something. Also, yeah,
he tries to address the Hercules. He's like, "Oh, you had me kidnapped, didn't you? Blah 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 blah. Why don't you submit it?" And Hercules is like, "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah, Rita was like, "So we forced you into this duel. So if you want, we could just like try Hercules for that." And Gira goes, "Fuck that! I want to fight him."
Yeah. So apparently, the demands they both have is Gira wants the throne to Shugadam, which makes sense. And then Hercules is, I want him stripped from my family like royal blood, like royal line, and put in a cell for all eternity. Yep. I was like, yeah, that sounds right.
So now I'm wondering if, since Gira survived, later on we're going to have a do-over where it's like, well, he didn't surrender and he didn't die, so I guess we got to do this again. And between then and now, Gira will get stronger and then maybe defeat him the second time.
Goggle, I think Ichi's right. It's not that Kaguragi's an idiot. he's just a fucking troll. He's a big fucking troll.
No, I'm pretty sure Kaguragi is just fucking tricking them all. He's
fucking with everybody.
He's trying to defend his country. That's also a thing. But I think he's doing this to get on. I think he's doing this shit on purpose to get close to Hercules so that he can drill him for info or like get intel. Because there's that one scene where while they're disguised as Shugadam guards, he goes into the castle, and I love he just like does the fucking Kuwagata pose at other guards, like, "Hello, fellow guards, Shugadam pose." And then,
it's also just super funny too because like Kaguragi's actor's like so fucking tall, so like you see him in this guard outfit, and I'm like, wow, he just sticks out like a sore thumb.
Yeah, and then we see him like reach a room and look up at something, but we don't see what it is. I'm pretty sure it's King-Ohger Zero, because we're working towards the revelation that King-Ohger Zero controls the other Shu Gods.
Wow, Goggle, those are really good Ranger keys. Good job.
Nice.
Those are really good.
I just love that, like, Gira has this whole speech during the fight, and then it's like, cue the Gira character theme! And then he just loses. Also, I'm pretty sure I heard lightsaber sounds at some point.
I don't know. Ichi, I know, like, you're pissed off with how Gira is right now, but, like, I think this is like he's gonna grow like a shit ton.
No, absolutely.
So by like the end of the series, this man's gonna be one badass motherfucker.
Gira still has an arc to go through for sure, and I'm looking forward to seeing him. I
always believe that like a good protagonist like has flaws. Like they always have flaws, and like they with flaws makes them into a better fucking character. So
yeah.
But yeah, God, Hercules is so fucking cool. Oh, he's so fucking cool.
It was so funny when Gira goes off the cliff and then wakes up. Gar was like, "Am I in hell?" And then we cut to the wide shot, and I'm like, "No, close, Helheim."
Yeah, for real. Also, I noticed with the Bugnarok, like the I forgot the other guy, like not
Kamejimu.
Yeah, interesting that like we don't see Hercules' other dude.
Well,
and we see that him.
He is there he is there in one shot early episode where the other dude was like, "Why are we bothering with a duel?" The fat guy is there in one shot. But that doesn't disprove our theory that he is Kamejimu. That's still absolutely on the table.
Oh, I love that Hercules, like, he points his sword at, like, his advisor, and he's just like, did I fucking ask for your opinion? And he's just like, listen, my lord, I just don't want, like, the worst case scenario to happen. Hercules
I'm just saying!
Hercules is just like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Oh, there was one other plot point in this episode. So, at one point, Kaguragi and Himeno are discussing somehow Himeno got a bottle of Scorpy's poison, and they're discussing the event that happened 15 years ago, and it wasn't really touched on much in the subtitles, but apparently they refer to that event 15 years ago as the Wrath of God, Kami no Ikari. It's like Zero Day, or like it's the name of the disaster that happened 15 years ago, and they point out how when they were attacked, Shugadam did nothing to help them. And they mentioned that the same poison that they got out of God Scorpion is the same poison that was injected into her parents, which means someone 15 years ago manipulated God Scorpion and got its poison. And I feel like there's a whole conspiracy with this Wrath of God event that we're going to uncover over the course of the show. And of course, a lot of people are saying, what if it was Kaguragi who killed her parents? Or at least he's related somehow.
Oh, man.
Oh no!
I don't think it was Kaguragi who did it, because that was definitely a full-grown human adult, and Kaguragi 15 years ago probably would not have been that old, but I won't put it out there as an impossibility.
Just takes the mask off, tiny little child.
It's two children in the trench coat.
Bojack.
Unless maybe like Kaguragi is very old, and 15 years ago he was still an adult.
You just find out it was like it's Hercules and Gira just like on top of each other.
Oh god.
It was the two of them. Just it was good prank, bro.
Oh, Decker in the chat suggests that maybe the one who murdered them was Spider Kumonos. That would kind of track since he's apparently an assassin.
That would make sense.
That would mean that he would have to be an old character when he shows up in the present timeline, because this happened 15 years ago and he was still an adult.
Poison's keeping him young. It's like a Takemichi thing. Takemichi, how old are you? Oh, I'm like 46. Yeah, I look good for any age.
And how Bowser's eternally 24.
Yes.
We don't talk about him.
And so I hope someone's got this image ready, but when Himeno and Kaguragi were talking about Scorpy's poison, when she calls him Scorpy, he misunderstands her and thinks he's saying like I forget the first word, but he says Pima, as in like pepper for the second word.
Yeah,
and of course,
Pima, yeah.
My brain just defaulted back to Gentoku and Build screaming, Pima! Pima! If someone has an image of Gentoku screaming and running, please share. Oh my god.
No, Goggle. I'm sorry. I am Racules is my favorite character in King-Ohger, and I think he will stay that way.
Yeah,
I love him too much. So fucking awesome.
I also took particular note that not only have we reached the point where we're skipping the full Bop It Henshin, but Gira in this episode skipped it even further, where he just henshined with one click of the horn.
Yeah, like they should never have used the whole Bop It thing. Like,
agreed.
It's just like I was on board for it in the beginning, but now just kind of like in terms of like functionality, it's just like, what's the point?
Especially when all of them just have to hit the one in the middle.
Yeah, I'm also immediately questioning why when Racules first henshined, literally 0 people were surprised that he had his own power set.
Well, there's the prequel miniseries or the 2-parter.
I watched the first episode and he didn't reveal it to anyone who was there. Maybe he henshins in front of the others.
Well, it's probably because Gira stole his form, so he's like, okay, well, I got my own, got a backup.
Is it just like public knowledge that the Ohsama Caliber 0 already existed as a backup?
I guess.
I don't know.
No, I don't know.
So yeah, let's see.
Cool. It's gold. It's got only one functionality, which there you go. Like the Ohsama Caliber 0 is like what we should have gotten.
So yeah, there was discussion in the chat, but yeah, I also made note that they specified that when Racules knocked Gira off the cliff, he apparently missed vital organs. I don't know if that was on purpose. They did not say anything to that effect, but I think that's what they're hinting at.
The quote Dragon Ball. All of them?
All of them! And then the episode ends with Racules attempting to summon King-Ohger 0, but then being interrupted by the appearance of the third guardian deity. I guess it's either God Bata or God Grasshopper. We don't know yet.
Either way, Tachihanga has returned and he's pissed.
Is it Hopper? God Hopper.
God Hopper.
Neat.
Where's my food?
Just random grasshopper shows up at the end.
It's the third legend deity.
You let one King-Ohger stand up, and they all stand up to us. Those King-Ohgers outnumber me 5-1. And if they ever figure that out, there goes my way of life.
Holy fuck, Goggle, you pulled that up fast.
It's not about the kingdoms. It's about keeping those rangers in line. That's why I'm fighting back.
That is weirdly on point for Racules.
That was amazing, actually.
It's one of my favorite movie quotes of all time. So of course I can easily
Ants.
Bug's Life.
Bug's Life.
Yeah, Hopper.
I get those two movies mixed up all the time.
Ants. No, Ants was shit.
I can't wait to re-listen to this episode and be like, Gar was so fucking tired when he did that.
Also, it's funny because Bug's Life is apparently where Gar got his fear birds.
Oh, that's not surprising because to them it was basically a kaiju.
Yeah, no, that bird was fucking terrifying.
Yeah, so it looks like next
week...
The
animation at the time not being very great and having it be realistic-ish, but all the bugs were cartoony also made it
way scarier than it had any right to be honest.
Oh wow, Goggles said that he put that GIF by accident.
Well, Ichi said Hopper, so I immediately started quoting Hopper from Bug's Life.
So it looks like next week's episode will be about Hercules trying to find Ghira's corpse, and of course the debut of Hopper King-Ohger.
Yeah. Oh, I just thank you, Kingohger, for giving me something I love so much, and it is Hercules Hasty.
Hercules.
And now it's time for featured topic.
Featured topic.
All right. So this
genuinely, I was actually fucking surprised to see Wizard in this.
I was like,
I saw Haruto, and I was like, holy shit, Haruto!
Wasn't
Fuck,
it around
this
the
is
time?
so long ago.
Wasn't it a Wizard was around the time where you and I started watching Toku week to week? Actually, maybe not. I think it was when GoKaiger started, actually.
Yeah, you guys.
Yeah.
GoKaiger, where you started watching it week to week.
Yeah. So this is Hero Taisen Z. This was a crossover of Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, and Metal Hero, part of their attempts to revive the Metal Hero franchise.
Well, not really revive it, but in a sense. Okay, so we had GoKaiger versus Gavan. That sparked interest in Space Sheriff Gavan again. Okay, so there's that. We'll work on that project. We're currently doing a project called Superhero Taisen, since both the anniversary movies the previous year did well. How well did Superhero Taisen do? Let's just say it was #1 in the box office and had 1.56 billion yen.
Jesus.
So a sequel was inevitable. As for the Gavan movie, it did pretty well. #5 at the box office.
Oh.
73 million yen in profit after it left theaters. So,
no gifts, Goggle.
You know what? Throw Gavan into the next Superhero Taisen movie. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, that's pretty much it for.
So whenever I hear Toku fans talk about this movie, they always refer to it by its abbreviation, SHTZ, shits. And I have to say, after this fresh-eyed rewatch, I gotta say I understand. It was so weird because when this movie came out and everyone was talking shit on it, I did that typical thing I did and I defended it because I enjoyed it. It's fine. But not to toot my own horn, but being a more seasoned watcher of Tokusatsu, whatever terminology you might want to apply to that, this was literally just a cavalcade of cameos. It was just putting everyone on screen. X fights Y for 2 minutes, and then we move on to another scene of the same thing. It was literally just that, the whole movie. There was barely a plot. And what plot there was not that interesting.
It was really weird because, Kyoryuger was the current Sentai that year, but they focused on Go Busters way more.
Well, it's because, Kyoryuger, they're busy filming the show. It's why Haruto halfway through the movie vanishes.
I think it's because this was that sweet spot right after, a few weeks into Kyoryuger, but people weren't, fully ready to let go of Go Busters, you know what I mean?
Well, it's also just the fact that they were filming the Go Busters V Cinema at the time, so it was
yeah, well, we got them.
Hey, while you're in the studio.
You could tell that, they still had the Go Buster, the base set, and as you were saying while we were watching, you could tell that, they still had the set. This was, their last time using it, but everyone's already moved on to other projects because their hair is all different.
Yeah.
So, this was, Go Buster's last hurrah before the formal shifting into Kyoryuger as the Sentai. And then, meanwhile, on the Kamen Rider side, we have Wizard and Beast as our primary riders. And, GoKaiger and Gokai Red and Decade do show up near the end briefly, but they're literally just relegated to cameos, and Decade isn't even voiced by Inoue. It's just one throwaway line by some sound-alike who doesn't even sound
It's
close.
literally the first time, I think like one of the only times where like Masahiro Inoue doesn't show up as Decade.
So just to summarize what plot there is in this movie, the idea is that the Galactic Space Police, the agency that Gavan works for, has received reports that there is magical accidents happening throughout the universe, and we see this manifest in the first part of the movie as these dark portals that are sucking people through space, and including some shot at a sauna where you get to see actual bare man ass.
Yeah. So that was weird.
So they immediately point the finger at Wizard and Beast being the quote-unquote most powerful users of magic on the planet, and Gavan shows up to fight him, but of course being an actual competent hero and detective, immediately realizes that it's probably not their fault because these seem like good people. So the idea is they eventually discover that this is the revival of not only the Space Crime Syndicate motto, but also Shocker being revived as Space Shocker through the means of Motto's magical power.
Good old Space Shocker.
So the idea is that they want to bring the Genmujo, the Genmu Fortress, into their normal reality so that they can suck the universe into the evil reality that they're from and thus destroy the universe. And every time they said Genmu, I just kept thinking of Genmu from Exade.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, it's like, Genmu will survive! Genmu will enter this reality! And then he'll start an evil game company!
To give this movie no land style, 0 out of 10.
I made particular note of that. Like, they went out of their way to, like, we got flame, we got water, we got hurricane, we got flame dragon, we got hurricane dragon. I don't think we got water dragon? But we didn't get land.
Oh yeah, we did. He used blizzard.
Oh yeah, he used blizzard. So we got all of those forms, but not land or land dragon. Why?
Yeah, no land style. Because I think it was like the least popular form.
I still think it was
Square
cool.
Face. Yeah, I love land style.
It seems a really weird choice to omit. But I think my favorite scene in the movie was just like when Wizard and Kyoryu Red are fighting, and literally out of nowhere, Ikari Guy, Gokai Silver, jumps in to stop the fight and negotiate peace.
Oh my god.
I'm Gokai Silver! Isn't that great or what?
Oh, he did his whole like fucking introduction, like, I'm Ikari Guy. Gokai Silver. And I'm just sitting there like, yeah, we know who you are. Jesus fucking Christ.
He has to elongate the every fucking time.
I know.
And then there's this other plot with Yoko and the fucking tiny space robot baby that, of course, ends up being part of the main bad guy.
The Cyclone. I miss Yoko. I liked Yoko.
I forgot who that was until she started talking about Hiromu and Ryu and we saw Usada.
Oh, yeah. Nice. I know Kamiso Aria just because like, I'm a big fan of her, so cute.
Yep. So, of course...
She was, like, just turning 18, so...
So, of course, because Geki, a.k.a. Gavan, refuses to defeat Wizard and Beast, he gets fired by Space Commander Kenji Oba.
That's... Sorry, I had to go vomit.
Was the movie that bad?
No, just so much food in one day, and then getting a dentist appointment, and it also being really warm in the studio.
I can turn off...
Everything just came together to be like, go!
Throw up car!
Yeah. Sorry for that derail. So, yeah. I feel like Kenji Oba wasn't meant to be the captain in the movie, but since the actor who plays the captain in the original Gavan show, who was in Space Sheriff Gavan the movie, unfortunately passed away in between shooting, they sort of just made Kenji Oba become the commander, thus Geki can now just be Gavan on his own.
Yeah.
I name like Commissioner Gordon as well.
Commissioner Gavon. No, his name was Commander Retsu.
Oh, okay. But I remember there was like a Commissioner Gordon.
I don't know if I'm remembering a different movie, but I could have sworn that like the commander in this was like the reason he wanted to kill Wizard and Beast so bad was that he was secretly a monster, but that ended up not being the case, so I might be thinking of a different movie.
Might be thinking of the Charivan Scheider movie.
Probably. Hey, remember the fact that there were Gavon, Charivan, and Scheider Next Generation movies?
Yeah! No! I hate that Scheider got the fucking shaft. Like, he just shows up at the, like, last fight of the movie, and I'm like...
shows up!
Oh, awesome!
Starts getting
and then I literally thought I thought Charivan was only just going to be in the suit the whole time, and then he dehensions at one point. I was like, why do you have longer hair now? It's just weird.
Well, you know,
and then okay, can we talk about the villain, like Raider,
and then he armored up into Space Raider, and he just like talks English at weird points.
Welcome.
Die.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
like he was so fucking weird, but like
the best
super
part was
busted. Like
the best part ever was literally the first thing he ever did was literally just like and just slide into the shot from off screen.
He was Segway or something like that.
Well, no, this was 2013. This is before those Segway things were like major. Also, his
but then
that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
But then there's a part where like all of them like surround him, and he just goes, "Yeah, okay," fucking just shoves them in a tornado. And I was like, "Holy shit, this guy's so busted."
I also love that like
go busted.
So like Gavon's assistant Sherry is throughout the movie. And then during that one scene where they're trying to restore his power while he's getting yoked off the cliff, fucking just for the joke of it, Konoha from the Shinkenger shows up because she's played by the same actress and uses her fucking magical Shinken powers to unlock the lock on his Joe Chakuing.
That was horseshit. That was fucking bullshit. I was sitting there, I remembered the cameo like as soon as I saw it, and I'm like, how
why? The fuck does
Konoha's
How the fuck does Konoha's Earth-themed traditional samurai magic affect a goddamn computer lock?
Gotta keep in mind, this is the same powers that allowed Shibatakaru to bring back a grandfather as a ghost for a little boy.
Guys, I think the Shinkengers might be stupid. I know that sounds like heresy.
Use your samurai symbol power.
Spinzel!
Now, we need to talk about the best cameo in the movie, BJ Stagg.
That was fun. Too brief.
I am the guardian of the force.
And now I will sweep up.
Yes.
No, BJ Stagg is always a good time.
Oh yeah, and Groundine and Skydyne, aka Red Evil Forze.
Because we gotta remember early 2010s. This is when we hey, let's make some new Ishimori characters. Skydyne, Groundine. I don't think they are, but okay. Akizuma 30 in the last movie. All right.
I kept wanting Groundine to transform into a car, like a Metabot.
You have to watch the Forze movie for that one. Inazuman showed up for a quick scene.
Yep.
I like that like Gavon saves their lives or something like that, and then later on he's getting attacked, and they just jump in. They like attack the squid monster, and then they go, "All right, our debt with you fucking done." Proceeds to try to beat the shit out of Gavon.
Our turn.
Also, okay, I like the space sheriff suits. They're gorgeous. But, like, the lack of, like, leg armor on the back of the legs really bugs me.
It does seem out of place.
Hey,
it bugs me so much.
Yeah, they call Charivan fucking candy bar guy.
Oh yeah, that was Nito. Nito said that. I was just like, oh Nito Kosuke, I love you.
I miss Nito. He was fun.
No, Beast was great. And then we got a cameo from
Mayo.
No, Mado.
Sorry.
No. And then at the start of the movie also we see Koyumi because of course, and I just was like, oh, Koyumi, the greatest female rider character of all time.
Stale soup.
Not really. I fucking hated Koyumi so much.
Yeah,
she's not even soup. She's stale soup because she's not real.
And then I remember how upset I was when she showed up as White Wizard, and I'm like, really? I get your White Wizard's daughter, but I'm sorry. Not shitting on her actor or anything like that. I personally did not enjoy Koyumi as a character. I liked Rinko more. Rinko was great.
So I enjoyed the one plot point where it's like, all right, so the Earth is awash, so we're gonna use our super dimensional space cannon and blow up the Earth to save the universe. And they're like, no, I'll delay it by 1 hour. You have 1 hour to save the Earth. I immediately checked the time code in the video. There's just about an hour left.
And it just gets destroyed by all 3 space ships fucking
fire
destroyed.
Fire
was that was it. And then you're made to think that they got killed in the blast, and it's like, no, we clearly didn't see them blow up.
This is supposed to be a cannon that destroys a planet in one shot, and they just go pew 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 and fucking blow it up.
Let me attack it with my space garage.
Yeah, Charivan's. I described Charivan's ship as the space garage. Oh man. Yeah, Sanagi Man / Inazu Man cameoed.
That was a nice little callback where I guess he's from the future or whatever like that, and he thanks Forza. He's like, thanks sensei, teacher, and he's like, what? What are you talking about? And I'm like,
Gavon pulls Metal Hero Ranger keys out of his ass and hands them out to the Gokaigers, who proceed to transform and then not use their abilities and just fire a Gokai Galleon Buster shot.
Did you recognize that Ahim turned into Jan Person?
Yep. We had Jiraiya, Jan Person, Exceed Draft, and the 2 Beetleborgs.
Yeah.
I think they spent more money making brand new suits for them. And it's like, alright, where are their side weapons? We didn't make any. Fuck, what did we do?
Just use the Galleon Buster.
Use Galleon Buster. And
use the Galleon Buster.
Funny enough, it was actually because of this movie. So, okay, after B-Fighter Kabuto, there were 2 other Metal Hero shows. Kabutak and Robotak.
Mm-hmm.
But it was because of this movie, Toei was sort of like, no, they don't count as Metal Hero shows.
They don't count.
They don't count. B-Fighter Kabuto is technically the end. And it's like, no, it's not. Yes, it is. No, it's not. Yes, it is. I like how minimalistic it is in terms of getting a ton of heroes back.
Yeah.
Like you have Beast teaming up with Hibiki and Amazon, and they have the Geki Ranger show up and Ginga Man show up and Live Man show up.
Oh my god! Oh my god! When fucking Hibiki just shows up on screen and just goes
Hibiki.
Hibiki. I was like, what? And then O shows up. You can clearly tell that's not Eiji because he had way too deep of a voice.
Yep.
And I'm like, all right, you guys. But then they got Gentaro's actor to cameo as Forza, and I was like, that's fucking right you did. Damn right.
And I just wait until Kamen Rider Tyson where they replaced him. And it's like, all right, what was Gentaro's thing? I think he said Kita when he transformed. All right, make every word just Kita.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
He's giant Kita.
And then just Decade just shows up. Decade. Like, oh.
Yeah, that is what, I want to say this is one of the only times Masahiro Inoue didn't return as Decade.
Yep. So then it turns out that little tiny robot Spaceball was actually a piece of Dark Lord Psycho, and then Kyoryujin equips the Wizard Dragon, and they kick it in space.
Oh my god!
Yes.
this Dark Lord thing. I don't know why, but like it was a stupid fucking shot, but it was also really cool where he just like he has no legs. He's just this big bulky thing, and he's just fucking curb stomping Kyoryugen. And I'm like, holy shit! It was so badass, but so stupid looking.
And then Wizard turns his hand big to like stop him from falling.
Also, we got the Kyoryuger Henshin and the Gatai of Kyoryugen, and I forgot how amazing both those are.
Yes.
Just the ha, see, ha. Like, I fucking love that shit. And just hearing Buggy the Clown just yelling everything, it's just so good.
Where's my Kyoryuger?
God, Kyoryuger was fucking fantastic.
Right? It would sell.
I mean, we've already had the Kyoryuger 100 years after.
I mean, you know what? Give me some Kyoryuger 10-year memorabilia.
Where was their Go Busters 10 years later?
The Sentai didn't do that well.
But Go Busters, just like it's one of those like it just has a huge cult following. It just
didn't do that well. Bandai looked at it and was like, "Fuck off."
But it is so good. And then you know what I also forgot? Like I was like, wait, where's Beatbuster? I'm like, oh right, Jin died. he actually no wait. He was dead. His body was in cyberspace, and then he got actually permanently permadead.
He got blip deleted.
Control
Beatbuster.
No, Go Busters was one of those Sentai where like Japan didn't love it, but the Western fandom just like ate it up.
Well, yeah,
so
that's because
hard.
it was designed to be catered to Westerners. That's why it said Morphin all over the fucking place.
And then it was designed to be a Power Ranger series, and then they didn't do anything with it until like 8 years later.
Yep.
And Gavon showed up as Joe Chaku.
Joe Chaku. God.
That was a
2-episode
arc that led to freaking Jason returning as the Red Mighty Morphin Ranger.
Oh my god.
Also, Kyoryuger Gold showed up, which was nice.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I guess
like Beast is like, I'm the gold one, and Kyoryuger Gold's like, no, fuck you, I'm the gold one.
Fuck you, Degozaru.
and then BJ Stagg shows up, and I was like, yeah.
And then they rider kicked the damn thing with the dragon.
Yeah,
that's pretty rad.
Yeah,
not gonna lie,
it was cool. And then
also Wizard got
everyone.
Yeah, also Wizard got his own spot in Kyoryugen's cockpit, and I was like, okay.
Monster defeated. Everyone says bye. Cue the song.
I hated the mocap cockpits. The only time it actually was like it worked well was in Geki Ranger.
No, Jerry, this movie was not the shits. It was just shits.
It's one of those shit where you're like, oh man, I really need to go, and when you sit down, it's just a fart.
Oh man, I really need to leave.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it wasn't that bad.
No,
they made a fart joke when Yoko was repairing the fucking baby ball.
Yeah.
No, we need to talk about fucking Forza Wizard Ultimatum. That's my favorite crossover movie.
That one is actually really good.
It's so fucking good.
That one is
God
really
damn.
So yeah, this movie ended up being number 3 opening weekend. 940 yen in the box office by the end of it.
And it also ended with a teaser for the Kikaider movie.
That we already talked about. Because I'm honestly debating, should we keep doing Metal April, or should we just, I don't know, talk about Metal Heroes once in a while?
I mean, we need to talk about the Hokkaido movie.
I still want to watch Windspectre.
So
that too.
Maybe we'll just, like I have an idea for Juko B Fighter being Borgtober this year.
That too.
We're not doing Mega Man. We're not doing more anime. If we're doing anime, they're short animes.
Well, that was the shits movie. It was not as good as I remember it being.
I still personally like it.
I have to agree with Ichi, like what he said earlier, that it was just kind of cameo fight. Like I liked when like a person would show up, I'd go, I just do the fucking Leonardo DiCaprio meme. Yeah, that one.
I understood that reference.
But I feel like Superhero Taisen, like the first one, was better, especially because it had actual like Rider and Sentai fighting each other, which was great. So,
yeah,
is it better than Superhero Senki? To me, yes.
I enjoyed Superhero Senki. I think that one actually had a better plot, at least than this.
Which was the one with like with X-Aid was like the main
that was
one.
Show Superhero Taisen. Because remember,
that one was awful. After so bad.
They took 2 years to do Kamen Rider Taisens.
Mm-hmm.
Because fuck Mellow Hero and Sentai, I guess. And we did the Ichigo movie, and then we got Show Superhero Taisen, and that sort of...
Was Senki the one where Dian was the final villain?
Yeah, the first one, the first Superhero Taisen was when Dian was.
Yeah, that was the first one.
Right, the first one was. Yeah, it was the first one. God, that was so funny.
That was the one where the end of it was Go Buster O using rocket drill.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit was badass, man.
That one is, well, I hate to say it, I don't like it.
I like it.
It's what?
I don't like it.
But it had Die Shocker Tsukasa, which was fucking awesome.
How about this? I'll put it on the schedule, and you guys can talk about it.
Sure.
I don't feel like talking about that one.
Well, all right. So we need to talk. Also, I want to talk about Forza Wizard Ultimatum.
Yes, that needs to be on there somewhere.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
I'll add it to the list.
Fuck yeah.
All right. Well, in that case, that brings us to a close. So, Jikai Radio Sentai Castranger. Our feature topic for next week will be episode 7, 8, and 9 of Futopia.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh, good. I haven't watched that far.
Might as well start wrapping up Futopia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to talk about more stuff.
Well, yeah, that's why we do this. Also, the Raw of the Geats Revice Battle Royale movie's out, so that will probably be subbed shortly.
Oh, once it gets subbed.
Oh, I saw a nice clean rip of the Seeker Henshin.
Yeah.
Fuck, was it awesome? Oh my god.
Once it gets subbed, I'll throw it into the schedule.
Yeah.
Would you like a custom selection?
Yeah, but they're expensive.
Why that was so funny.
All right.
It's expensive though.
Yeah. So I would also like to thank our currently active Patreon followers, which include our good friends Blaze, Armorhide, Charles, Sentai VT, and Mike Harper.
McGruber.
Yeah, thank you very much for your support.
Thank you. Love you.
And until next week, you can find our primary source of hijinks at castranger.podme.com. From there, you can find our Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, Discord, merch store, all of our cool shit. Thank you all for listening, watching, liking, favoriting, sharing, subscribing, hitting the bell, and being awesome!
Meows.
Thank you, Gar, for coming to be in person for this episode.
Oh, thank you for letting me crash on your couch so that I can go put up toys at Lane's place.
Fun.
I mean, it won't be a lot, but we'll do our best.
Lot, you know what? A lot of people have been getting days off. Why can't I take a day off?
Also, allow me this quick personal plug. The evening of Saturday this weekend, or tonight if you're watching this after the episode comes out, I will be streaming on twitch.tv/Ixie Studios. My Final Fantasy 14 character, Sir Knight Alexander, is getting in-game married, and I would love it if all of you tuned in.
Yeah.
Yeah. If anyone
finally getting married.
Finally getting married. There's a party in the OhSama. That was not at all practiced. If you play the game and you're on Goblin server, you can attend the actual event. But if not, you can tune in on the Twitch stream.
Good old Goblin server.
Yeah, the Goblins.
The Goblins.
And I should point out that the game has a free-to-play trial, so you can pick up the game for free and try it if you want to come to the event, or just try the game.
Yes, I have my wonderful Lalafell monk, baby fist puncher.
Yeah. Although I will say, literally for the last actual week, down to the hour, Literally, I started last Friday after finishing with Castranger. My FF14 guild and I have gotten hard into Star Wars: The Old Republic. Some people.
It's a really good Star Wars MMO.
I'm enjoying
really
it.
good.
As someone who loves and enjoys Mass Effect, I'm enjoying it immensely.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So yeah, I'm playing that now. And if you want to play along with me and my friends, I'm on Starforge server. Hit me up in the comments or on Discord.
I always said that if I had more time, like free time for MMOs, Old Republic would be the MMO I'd play.
Well, if you ever decide to come back to it, we'll be here.
Absolutely.
All right. Anyone else have anything to say before we close out the episode?
I love Hercules, and yeah. I love Hercules.
More content from me next month.
Okay.
Ooh.
I like content.
Want more, aka watch the Ultra Galaxy backlog that I've finally finished. That's finally going up after months.
Neat.
I cameoed in one.
Technically, you showed up in 2 videos. We have a new nickname for a kaiju. His name is Blazenga.
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 It's Blazenga. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks again, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Stay metal, hero.